following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
These things are creepy. I wouldn't even know what they are. I don't know what that is.
Strange shapes of no particular reason lie around, all made of the same strange gold. You feel revulsion well up within you.
I want to get out of here.
Yeah, maybe we should just take a little gold just to...
No, leave it. I don't want that stuff. It sickens me for some reason.
Not even that gold bust of
No.
Bonnie?
Wait. Is there a gold bust of Bonnie?
Yes, 6 inches tall, there is a little gold bust of Bonnie. Except her face is horribly pitted, mournful looking. Like that if Bonnie was a withered crone.
That's too old for Bonnie. Do I feel repulsed by that particular one, or...?
It's up to you. Everything here is pretty disgusting.
We'll pick up that one just in case. How
Your
heavy is it?
fingers close around the ice-cold statuette. As you lift it up for closer examination, waves of disgust begin to eat into you as you realize you are staring into the evil features of the inevitable destiny of the cruel, bitchy Bonnie. You can see the contempt written into every line of this hideous face, judging you to be grossly insufficient at everything. Sinister eyes squinting liddily out at you, plotting your downfall and replacement. You feel all of this seething through you. You realize you never liked her at all. In fact, if you want to secure your position and make sure the team stays safe, you should probably kill her at the closest opportunity. Willpower check.
I was already prepared to say that Roxanne was suddenly going to scream and hurl that thing at the wall.
It's always Roxanne who starts falling apart and starts killing the teammates.
The thing is, out of all of Roxanne's defenses, willpower is a 0.
Ooh,
That's good. You're not supposed to have. In fact, you mechanically are not allowed to have high defenses in all of them.
So yeah, I only rolled a 5, and I don't add the 10.
Filled
so
with
sorry.
seething disgust, you find you're unable to part with your new treasure. This symbol will drive you to greater heights. You know what you have to do now. You know Dex cannot be allowed to warn her of your plan. Your plan? This is self-defense. Her and all her kind must be made to pay for their resistance to saintly Dagon.
We should take this back to Bon Bon. Might be important.
All right, if you say so. Dex turns around. You raise the little bust over your head, ready to bring it crashing down onto the back of his skull.
Yeah.
And with one last willpower check, I get to kill Dex.
And Dixie. Or at least put her in a coma.
Catatonic is not dead.
Roll!
What do I need? I want to ask before reporting my number.
15.
That's exactly what I got.
But suddenly you're overcome with lust. And a tight little bum. No. Suddenly, you realize what is going on. Dex is tricking you. He's testing you again. This is one of his bullshit things that he's doing. The bastard. How dare he? Filled with rage, you raise the little bust up, ready to bring it crashing down onto his skull, and with a willpower check
You just wanted me to kill Dan.
that you don't need to make,
Oh, okay.
because Dex turns around and he's just like, Roxanne, if you're going to kill me, just do it. Don't just sit there sweating about it.
He can read your
Psychic. Okay, I have just made a check. You can make a willpower check to throw off the effects. You have some assistance.
Can Can I use the 15 I rolled? Just as you were saying, which you do not need to make, but it was already leaving my hand.
I'm going to ask Brendan what he thinks.
I think that should be allowed.
Very well. You barely make that check.
It was a 15 as well.
And with revulsion, you shriek a wordless yawp and smash that thing against the wall, which being made of gold, it just sort of bends a little.
Yeah, I figured
the wall gives way. And you fly out of the room. As in the original meaning of the term, meaning to make haste with abandon. Hundreds of yards deeper into the tunnel, you finally collapse against the wall, shuddering what you had almost done. You hear the sound of Dick slowly catching up, walking at a casual pace. You realize he's going to be insufferably smug.
Oh, where's
Roxanne's just going to pull herself up the wall and then just whip around and hug him.
Oh! Could have done this before I was in a relationship, could you?
I'm sorry, Dix.
Don't be sorry, I'm enjoying this.
No, but I don't know what came over me.
I do.
So much.
Exterior mental influences. You'll be covering that in year 2.
But we're here now.
Yeah, that's why you bought the psychic.
Can you protect me?
I can. But
wait, I don't want you to sacrifice your own mental. I don't know how this works.
That's alright. I'm here. Here you go.
Thank you.
You didn't specifically call him. Still hate on him.
Okay, but
Oh, that's natural.
promise me that you're not, letting your own defenses slip for my sake.
I generally don't bother with defenses. I've just got a ward.
Okay.
I'll explain it one day.
I've heard the term.
Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to extend a small part of my mind, just one little fraction of it, into your head, rent-free, and and that will allow you to hopefully partake of some of the additional reactionary defenses, maybe give you a little bit of a head warning. Get a head warning.
Sorry,
Jesus,
I'm
laugh.
a little distracted.
Well,
right
because
now.
you almost splattered my brains all over a tunnel floor.
Damn fucking right.
Anyway.
Also, there's something out there fucking with my mind.
I know, and I'm very alarmed.
Yeah.
Because I can't find it.
Well, that's probably deliberate, because it's probably psychic too.
I don't want to know what kind of psychic can influence someone to go from passivity to complete maniacal religious rage without me feeling it happen. I don't want to know.
Are we getting in over our heads here?
Oh, I think we've been in over our heads ever since Professor Maldred was like, no, please take the midnight glory.
No, I mean, in proceeding, do you think this would be suicide as opposed to...
Well, I think we're lost.
Well, I don't know what...
You look down at your little map and you realize what you have instead drawn is a naked woman. Crudely.
God damn it. Screw up.
Oh, come on, that wasn't that bad. You could see the tiddlies and everything.
There's 2 circles attached to a stick figure with dots on them. You happy?
I'd beat off to it.
I was trying to get less mental scarring down here.
You came to the wrong town, didn't you? They might as well rename this the mental scarring capital of Maine.
Alright, Arkham.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? Should we press on, or do you think that's just going to mind fuck us and we're just going to get...
Look, we have 2 days to do something and we have to split up. So far, everyone seems to be really insistent on following the orders of a creepy foreigner who wants to hurt other people because.
Well, Nancy seems to think that he can help.
You've known her a week and you already trust her that much? trust me that much. You were that
I
good.
don't know, something.
Damn,
She
damn,
knew something about
too
him.
damn cute, making me think ways about men.
I don't know, something about. Okay, maybe it's because she's cute, but I don't know, something about the way she talked.
Wait, she's cute?
Well, you don't think so?
Oh no, I absolutely think so. No, I didn't realise. Does that work on women too?
Does what work on women?
No, never mind. No, I'm learning things.
I don't know. I don't know anything. Let's just keep going.
In a daze, you stumble, taking random turns throughout the passages, heading northeast still.
Trying to find the footprints.
Following the footprints, damn you. And we'll cross back to, let's see who was next on the list. It was the Knob Knob.
Phenomenal. Queen of the Moles.
Tiredly, you stumble through the passages. There's eventually an intersection. A Y intersection. Oh, yeah, I guess we better close the doors. Down one way is signs of recent passage. Down the other way is a distant light. Your choice. I'm going to go close the door while you make up your mind and probably cheat by asking Brady.
Why would I know?
Here.
What way does my mohawk twitch?
That way.
Oh, we must go lit. This is the way. I was going to cut a slot in a hat, but I couldn't find a hat in time.
We would have to give you like +1 Derek with it if you had a hat slot.
Yeah.
It was a hit slot.
There was a hat salute.
Slut. Light or recent?
Thus far, it's reading like pretty much all of the Cthulhu stuff I've read, especially the whole cosmic radio thing.
Well, hast thou made up thou's mind?
I'll head towards the light, but I'll
The light.
do you want to mark the wall that we're going this way, or? I wish I could understand what you're saying. So,
Just pull the thing off. I can't understand what you're saying, Bonbon.
I can't understand what yours. Asking if you could mark the wall we're going. We
Oh,
want to go to the light.
mark the wall. Of course. Why wouldn't I have ever thought that? Sorry, it's not your fault.
Are you alright?
I'll be fine.
We can leave if you want.
No, I'll be fine. In the future, I'll just use this chalk.
Okay, now that we're talking, do you want to go to the light or the way that someone's been recently? I was thinking light because at least that might be where they've gone from, or...
Here. Sorry. Just look at... There it is. The reading light. Just noticed Shannon was reading there and I thought I'd better... Oh, sorry, what?
Go to the light and then double back?
Yeah.
What sort of light is it? Is it flickering light, or is it a solid light? Or is it a green light, or...
It's, sort of that colour.
limelight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, certainly not eldritch.
Doesn't look oblong to me.
They are oblong.
Do we want to go towards the greenish light or the other way?
Well, you seem to be drawn to the light, so I've already punched a hole in the wall.
Alright. Head to the light.
Okay, you head down the passageway, ignoring everything and heading directly towards the light.
Well, that's inside anything. I'll be looking, but if the light's is more enticing, that's where I'd go.
You head down the passageway, and you realize your light's picking out edges in the stonework on either side of the passage. Lines connected together, making shapes, strange shapes. You examine them closer.
Investigation?
Yeah. Unless you have occultism, religion, or unless you have those two.
I am a Bradford.
Yeah, but you lived in a mole vault, so
21.
well, it's not 61, but it'll do. The lines draw you in. Something about the way they flow into one another as you walk. They're coming together at a point that fascinates you. All around the walls, over the ceiling even, they're all flowing towards a point, changing shape and direction, moving about like watching a small bird or an insect fly in the breeze. It fascinates you. It draws you in.
Keep going. It's drawing me in then.
You find yourself muttering under your breath incomprehensible gibberish, non-words, sounds, really just.
I find myself doing it, or it's just happening.
You find yourself doing it. And there it is. It's all so clear now. Distracting you from this recent revelation. It's a revelation and a realization of one. It's a portmanteau. You see it. It's a map. It's a map. It's so clear to you and obvious. It's a map. And without realizing it, you're following it. It's all so clear now. If you could just get rid of Roxanne, then everyone would have to listen to you. Your reports are always filled out on time. Half the others don't even bother. And Roxanne constantly contradicts herself and just does whatever she wants. You should kill her. Your dad would want you to kill her. That's right, Bonnie. Don't you hear that voice echoing around inside that head of yours? Don't you know who you have to kill?
Roxanne.
Emery. Roxanne. Emery.
Roxanne
And then
Emery.
Jen's like, Roxanne what?
I've got to kill Roxanne Emery. You would though!
Toughness check.
Oh, fuck no!
I don't love the casualness of that.
It's a 10.
Total?
Yeah, fuck. My toughness and my will and my fortitude are really low.
Right, okay.
Which is
You
why we
are
dodged.
unconscious.
Yep.
You're a lot.
It's 2 out of 4.
So- all up to
you walk and you
Derek.
walk and you walk. Eventually, we'll all catch up to Derek, but Alvin will wake up hours later. Wake up! Wake up! Ah, good. My father's ancient Egyptian waking rites work.
2 out a day.
Our robots used to do that to us.
Robots are clever.
Okay, no fire river? No fire river. Okay, good.
I'm concerned. You picked up the swords and then there was a flash of unlight.
Don't pick up 2 swords. Don't do that. Don't do
I agree. Everyone thinks dual wielding is cool, but it's just difficult.
I saw things. I don't know what I saw.
2 swords.
And then saw other things as I was sleepy, I assume.
You
on the
got
ground.
thrown against a wall. The proprietor was very concerned. He has sent for a doctor.
Maybe we should hide all the... A doctor
What
cannot...
swords?
Oh, done? Okay, a doctor can't examine me. That's not going to work. I slipped. I fell. And when you're as big as me, you fall really hard and fast into walls.
Is that true?
No, it is not.
Did you lie to him? Are we going to break the law?
She's one of us.
Proud.
I've fallen, Doctor, and I just can't. Help me up.
She'll grab your hand and pull you up.
Thank you. Coming! Hello?
A shorter than you man, wearing a sensible grey mustache combed into a spruce fashion. A neatly parted hair combed into the exact same way his mustache is, parted in the center, wearing a pinstripe suit with small mustache-shaped buttons holding them together. He closes a pocket watch in the shape of a mustache, now one half of a mustache, and puts it back in his small pocket-shaped pockets. He is holding a medical bag and he says, Sir, I am Dr. Cornelius Buffett. I was summoned here on account of a Negro falling over and perhaps not being able to be roused.
Hello, I am said Negro and I have been roused.
Fine, my boy, if you'll just take a seat on the bed, I'll administer a thorough examination up to the highest standards of modern medical science, and I shall not be gainsaid, sir.
Does that mean the bit where I say I'm fine and I would not be...
That is certainly a hefty part of the examination. He pulls out a notebook. Righto. We'll proceed right to the third part, if you'll just have a seat on the bed. Puts a stethoscope on your forehead. I don't hear any irregular brain activity. Gets a pair of calipers. Feels ready. Have you ever considered going into the arts or taking up a creative profession? You got the head for it.
The head? I have the head for a creative.
There is some slight tendency towards criminality, but that is common to a lot of the Negro race, so we'll write that one off. Now open up your mouth and say, There appears to be no jaundice or vehicular ill locomotion. Now you can close your mouth now. Now raise up both hands above your head and clench fists. Okay, and there appears to be no apparent physiological malformation there. Now, can you pat your head and rub your belly at the same time?
Of course I can.
And do it with the other hands. It's a little harder, isn't it?
Yes.
For no good reason. Now, you light a taper. The thin wound paper, not the small animal.
So I was wondering.
Now, just look at the light there. Both eyes appear to be functioning fine. Now, how many fingers am I holding up?
3.
Very good, very good. Okay, indicates basic numeracy skills.
Now test your energy sheet.
Blink and eyelids go like this.
Okay. Now we're going to calibrate your head. So if you'll look up here, and down here, and up here again. Okay, now we're going to invert your controls. You can look down here.
Oh no, airplane mode!
And up here. And here. Now, which way around do you prefer that?
Not airplane mode.
Okay. Now, can you tell me what 2 plus 2 is?
Numbers. It's
And what is the capital of Washington?
Washington is the capital?
No, it isn't.
I don't know what the capital of Washington is.
Good, good. That indicates that you are not excessively traveled, nor excessively learned of things outside your purview. Now, what do you do for a living, Mr. Royce?
I work for the government.
I see. And in what capacity do you serve the government?
Mostly paperwork, I work for the DMV, so it's about the photo
License
review.
plate making and paper milling.
And a lot of engineering.
Okay. Now, have you ever been a pugilist or boxer?
Yes.
Of course. And do you fight southpaw or widdershins?
I've tried both. I prefer something,
Excellent.
because it looks wonkier.
And who do you think's going to, just as a casual question, nothing to do with you, who do you think's going to win the upcoming rules tournament?
I don't even know the teams involved.
Excellent. No mental degeneracy detectable whatsoever. Now, if you'll just kindly hold this here chicken egg in your hand, right there, now just cup the hand around the egg there, and... Did you break the egg?
No.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the egg.
Derek did.
Derek would have broken the egg.
Very good. Excellent muscular control. Well, I see that there's no apparent problem here. You don't have alcohol on your breath. You don't appear to be suffering from dropsy or diphtheria. You don't appear to have Negroes' follies or niggeroids.
Niggeroid.
You right there, kid? And you don't appear to have lumberjack's nose, so I'd say perhaps maybe a little more careful when standing up suddenly. You're not as young as you used to be. That's, I guess, an inevitability for everyone. Mostly.
Too true. Would you like your egg back?
Oh, please. That's my lunch. Tucks it back into my thing. Now, behind him, Nancy will come down off the ceiling where she had jumped. Well, you appear to be in fine health. I suggest, again, maybe not standing up so fast. And look into that creative output.
Thank you very much for your time, Doctor.
And don't forget to brush your teeth and eat healthy. And always look both ways before crossing the street. Someday, auto carriages will make that right dangerous. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a dissection to attend to. Good day, sir.
Good day. Don't have a hat. Wait for him to leave, and it's just like, well, that was a lot better than it
If
could
you ever
have.
get injured, you don't let him treat us, okay?
But he's still delightful, though, right? I mean, he basically comes like a supervillain because of the whole mustache thing. Dr. Mustache.
Well, we've defaulted to anyone with a theme must be a villain.
If you have a theme, you're a hero or a villain.
I have my own theme music. What does that make me? I actually do. Someone wrote it for me and then performed it on a synthesizer. I have the file somewhere.
Clearly a villain then.
Evil tattoo.
Things are going to go so well for you.
Real nice Derek we have once.
Derek emerges into into the dim, late afternoon. The storm has turned to sleet. It is thundering down everywhere. Well, not everywhere, just sort of in Essex County. Not like the whole world. That was a different supervillain caused that.
What the hell is happening now? We'll glance around into the now darker than before for anyone about the hill, or about the gallows at least. I rolled a 17. 20-something.
You don't see anyone.
Okay. I still haven't found the detective's cache, or at least where it was. All underneath the gallows was the whole thing. It's getting later, but probably not curfew late yet.
No. It's still in the afternoon. Clearly. You can tell that from the dim.
I'll look over at the cabin that was smouldering and burnt down before. Was it like smouldering like it had burnt recently when I first arrived?
New.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. How big? You said it was just a small cabin.
Yeah.
So just have a small bit of ash and probably a bit of charcoal. etc. I'm going to go over to that and I want to try and sweep it aside and see if there was like a basement or something to the building. I'll make because I think there's no one around, I'll make a tool like a shovel or something.
You need to roll your Bone Thugs in Harmony.
I got an 8.
You gotta pick stuff up, you gotta put it back down. Down. You gotta work real hard. You do
this.
nothing.
It's the nipples.
Yeah, well then it must be the nipples. I return to the graves. To that one specifically. So yeah, I'll return to James Bradford's grave.
Okay.
And with an investigate check this time, and hopefully without falling over in the mud. I want to see if there's anything secret about this grave. Any of those things, twists or turn, or anything else hidden.
Where it's written.
Or written. Now, how legible are anything that is anything written on there?
So it's got James Bradford, and then there's like some very faded words, and then there's like someone on this left.